Hello, it's Clearly Homemade. Apparently my camera is a little off today, but that's fine. This is our clay on a mug, Ursula take 2. And this is my few minute extra, so I can go ahead and make sure my video is shared, my supplies are set up, etc., etc. So much fun. I did have a mishap with the mug. I had it upside down when I did the video yesterday, and I left it that way, and it got so warm in here, and it's still really warm in here, that the tentacles fell off. So I had to spend a good hour or so fixing that. That was pretty awful. I'm not gonna lie. I can see Facebook on my phone. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. Make sure all the volume is turned off. There we go. Great. Make sure I'm getting this. I don't want to watch it. Let's share it. Share it in my story. I'm gonna share it to some people. Okay. Let's see here. My child is very loud. Oh, I forgot. I went ahead and was trying to get some stuff cleared up off my phone. So terrible. No. Deny. I don't want them to do my contacts. Okay. No. I like just text messages with text messages, and what am I doing? There we go. This thing's crazy. She's done this before, right? Yeah. I had to help my child with homework because he got homework. What the heck? So that's a lot of fun. I think that's what I'm gonna do. There we go. Okay, set this up here. And I finally have my phone for today, so we are good to go for that. I have my tools here, and then we'll wait 2 minutes, and we will be good to go. So I had to, I put the rest of the tentacles on. Well, I came in here early because I wanted to get the tentacles done. This over a little bit. There you go. I came in early because I wanted to get the tentacles done. The suckers on the tentacles done, and then I saw that a horror show happened, and I had to recreate a tentacle and just all this other stuff, and this black is just so mushy. And I wasn't able to get gold clay, so I had to try to make some myself. See, we're still having a little bit of an issue on here. I mean, it'll be fine. Once it's in the oven, this stuff will stay on, It's just going to go in the oven for a long time. Good couple of hours. Okay. And we're going to we should be able to get everything done today. I'm not really sure. I got to pick up and put up pictures. I need to see Flotsam and Jetsam. Let me look at images. We're going to do Ursula the Sea Witch with a crown. I want to make sure we're seeing her crown. I'm not going to do the trident. There we go. And then I think we are good. Okay, great. It's 5 o'clock. So everybody, thank you very much for joining me tonight for Clearly Homemade Saturday Night Live event. Ursula on Clay on the Mug, Ursula part 2. So I was able to get the rest of the suckers put on. There was an issue, and I had to redo some of them, but as you can see that they are all on now. The suckers on the bottom aren't 100% the best. I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad about that. I'm gonna probably try to fix them as best as I can, but with the heat and the fact that this doesn't want to stay up the way I intended, it's going to cause a little bit of a problem. It's very, very hot in here. Okay, good. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do Flotsam and Jetsam, Ursula's 2 eels. We're going to have that on the back. We are going to be having Ursula's crown as well as her hair. Now, Ursula takes the crown after she shrivels up King Titan. And then she turns into this big bad monster. And it's a thing. So we're gonna do, I love Flotsam and Jetsam. They're really good. She gets really mad when they die. Okay, I think I have pictures of everything I need here. So let's do the hair first. So we're just gonna have it come across here. I'm gonna make sure that we are all set up with video so you can see it. Okay, great. So we're gonna have it, the crown and then the hair. So we're gonna do the hair first. Now Ursula has gray streaks on the side of her head and she has white for the rest of it, and it all sticks up. We're not gonna really be able to do a whole lot of sticking up because we do have that clearance where we do put our mouth. So we want to do that inch. Probably gonna do half an inch. So I'm gonna do a little bit there. So I want to make sure that the hair is puffy. Maybe the hair can come up over the crown a bit. Maybe I should do the best way to do this. We're gonna have hair. See what I mean? And we're gonna have it. There we go. I'm excited to see this one done. And then we're gonna have to add some texture to it. I think I'm gonna put the hair down lower like that. And then we can add texture. We're gonna go get a new one of these. This is falling apart for all the use. Okay. And then we're gonna have her crown, which has a big spot in the middle. So we're gonna put the hair like, we're gonna have it low. Because I probably should have octopus a little lower. We're gonna just, adapt what we got to adapt. Which is fine. Okay. Her hair is just, it's up, So we have to find a way to make that hair go up. We're gonna have it actually look like fangs, give it a nice up look to it. And this I'm gonna use for the gold. I try to make my own gold clay. Say it's pretty close, to gold. And then I of course have Pearl X 651 Solar Gold. I'm gonna be putting that right on there to give it more of a shiny look to the crown. The crown's supposed to be yellow gold. Okay. There we go. Ursula's crown has 5 peaks to it. So we're going to have the main peak here. I'm wondering. I might have to make the crown first. You know what? It doesn't go all the way around. It goes somewhat around. So let's work on the crown first and then do that. Using my acrylic roller. You can kind of see the shine. Actually, I'm wondering if you can actually see how shiny it is. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. I'm going to give an idea of what the crown looks like. And we're going to do nice and thick, not too thin. Oh my goodness, my phone is going to be loud, right? There we go. That should be good. I'm gonna go, it's perfect. It's actually how it's supposed to go, just right around there. Okay, so clearly, I'm gonna make it go like this. So let's smooth it out a bit. Let's see if I can get another picture of her crown. If I can. Well, that's fan art. I don't want to do fan art. I want to actually look at the crown itself. She has some crazy hair. That's right, it's when she shrinks, I think. So it's pretty thin and then just goes around with her crazy, crazy hair. Okay. Let me do it this way. We're just going to do a band for right now. Let's make it smaller. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a headband, I guess. Oh, I didn't realize my camera stuck out that much. Sorry for I'm just looking at the camera. I apologize for that. Normally I don't try to do anything past here. Okay. Just gotta fix that. There we go. We're gonna have it go around like this. Make it go like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this thinner. This is definitely too thick. But I like the length of it. I'm wondering if maybe we should put it in through a 1. Let's try that. Put it through my machine at a 1. It's going to give us the thickness. There we go. Without being too much. Okay. You know, let me just again. I like the way that looks. It doesn't feel like the clay mushed together much as it's supposed to. I can have some of the hair come over. So yeah, we're going to do this and then put the hair afterwards. Oh, my clay is mixed and I thought I cleaned it all up. Okay, let's see that bubble. Bubble's bad. There we go. Right through there. Great. And we're back to the perfect length again. Okay, so the way it works is she has a big part in the middle. So we're going to go like this. And then she has medium and then small. Kind of like this. And it's going to be more rounded. I can shape it. Probably a little thicker than that. But I can definitely, shape it. So let's see if I can do that again. Probably not. You know me. I can't replicate anything. There we go. That's pretty close. It's not bad. Okay. So let's go ahead and move it around. And add some texture to it. I can always add more clay if I need to, and it looks like I'm probably going to need to. Yeah, see, like that's way, way too high. Okay, I'm going to have it low like this. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this off like that. And we're going to make this one small. Squeaky chair. So you can just smooth it right on. Make this a little bit bigger. That is what we're looking at right there. And that's great. Okay, let me make this smaller. Put this one right here. Okay, not too thin. Go like this. And this one I can go like this. Let me move down. Okay, wonderful. Getting a little stuck. That's fine. I want to make sure that we're not going to have any kind of bumps or anything. So that looks pretty good. It's about what we're looking for. Maybe we'll be a little deeper. Hold on 1 second. Got to make sure. Let's see. Sorry. I want to hear the hubby. I want to make sure that Bruce is being watched. Okay. Okay, she's a little thinner around here. I got ants in here now. Oh man, we got ghost ants everywhere. They're terrible. I'm trying to get rid of them. It might have been on my soda. I have a sore throat. I'm drinking root beer to help with it. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty good replica of her crown. Doesn't have any sharp edges. It's definitely like a more tiara type shape. Doesn't go all the way across. Okay, and we're going to want to put it like that. Well, that still seems a little high. Let's see, like that. It definitely needs some kind of love because it looks a little rough. Okay. Okay, and we're definitely going to have to move that black around. Now this color here is a mix of yellow, red, I don't know what else, gold mica powder, some white. Okay. Got another color on here. That's easy enough. You take some thin bits and spread it on like that. Try to make that a little smoother around. Like that. Make sure it's not sticking too much. Wonderful. Now that is what we want. That's going to go right here in the middle. And then we are going to, I'm going to pull the black off. You're not going to be able to drink out the front. I should put a little higher. I would totally move the webcam, but I like it better way up here. You're not going to be able to drink much from the front. This may actually just be ornamental only, which is a shame. It might be better for the design if it was. No, you can still drink off the sides. You cannot drink out the front. You can only drink out the sides. So if you're a front drinker, I'm sorry. Look at that. Awesome. Okay, let me get this pushed on. I'll go ahead and make sure that we're not seeing any of the black. But we are going to be having the hair come out, so maybe I shouldn't push it down so hard. Oh, my child. Okay, now, Ursula's hair. We're going to have to thin this out a lot. Let me get rid of all this gold. I will be putting the yellow on afterwards for the mica powder. This last. So we get to make flotsam and jetsam. That's really exciting. Okay. Still trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do that. So I want to make sure. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to thin this out a lot. So I'm going to put this on an 8 setting. That's what it's going to look like. And then we're going to be cutting out her hair. I'm actually going to use an X-Acto knife, I think, for this. I have a bunch of blades. I forgot the one I wanted to use. Let's do some hair. I guess I really don't know what I'm doing. I've never really made hair for anything before, so let's wing it. Her hair just seems to be all over the place. You know what? Please, please, please come apart. Oh, yeah. Now we know where we're going to put it. Let's do the hair. I should have marked it. So we're going to do little bits of hair. Like that. See what I mean? We're going to add just a little bit of hair everywhere. And then I can, if I do just a thin thing like this, then I can go later, add the texture to it as I want. I can do all sorts of things. So we are not limited. Just as long as it's thin. We're definitely going to be putting the crown on, and then we're going to work on the hair afterwards. Doesn't really make a difference how we're doing it. So I'm going to put too thick, and the gray goes on the side. So we're going to be putting the gray right there. I'm going to overlap that with the white. Because this is so thin, it's you can really just add some texture with the hair, which is nice. Nothing too crazy. Okay. You definitely want hair to go all the way around. So I did not need as much white as I thought. Okay, move her crown. I had her crown sitting. Oh my goodness. There we go. The neat thing is, you see this? It's like ribbon. That's actually how I did the driftwood for the beach mug, which I thought came out really cool. But she has hair like all over the place, so we're gonna hair all over the place. And I'm sorry if I sound terrible. I feel like I sound really bad. Okay, let's see. We got hair. Let's do the gray. The gray is just a little darker. It's not a lot darker, but it's enough. Let me go see. You know what? I'm actually going to make this just a little bit more dark. Just like the smallest bit of black. I'll actually mix it with this. You don't want too much. It's a little bit of gray. I think it's just like a nod to her age. You know, not like silver all over the place, but just like on the sides. Kind of like her wingtips, I guess you could say. I'll make this. It's definitely a solid gray color. Being sick stuff is terrible. So it's going to be a gray mix I had already. I'm going to mix with a little bit of black. It's actually too much black. I only need a little bit of black, and there is a little purple in it as well, which will give it a nice mix of that silver. See, if you get too much, then you're not going to have the light gray. You're going to have a dark gray, which you don't really want. Look at that. So you're getting a nice mix of colors there. And remember, if you are doing clay, you want to condition your clay. You want to know how many times to put it through your pasta maker, or how long, you want to mix it up for. Put your colors together, and then run it through your pasta machine and see how many times it takes for it to go before it is fully mixed in. My machine is 6 times. Okay, look at that. Almost done. A little darker. Yeah, see, you can definitely tell there's a difference between the two here. And then it's definitely going to be nicer. I still have to design her shell necklace. That's going to be a very important part. I'm probably going to put it like right here, or sitting right under the crown. And then, of course, we have flotsam and jetsam. Good. Let's see. Great. Fully mixed. Let's go and take some pieces of this. She doesn't have a lot of gray, so I didn't want to do a lot. Just enough. Definitely on the sides of her hair. Like right there. You don't want it too low, because remember, the crown isn't going to go all the way. Put it right there like that. And we can change it. And then where do we put it? Put it between 1, 2 on the third one. Make sure we're even. So put like in between right there. Put right like that. There we go. And now we have the gray. So now, see, got white, got the gray, or the silver, depending on what you feel like. Oh no, it's not the right one. Yeah, it is. They're just a little different setup. I'm gonna move this over. So I didn't push it all the way in because I knew I was gonna have to fix it. Make that a little higher, and then we can go and fix it. Great. Okay, now we put the crown on, and then we do the hair. Oh my goodness. The sucker came off. What the heck? Okay, I'm going to put this down here. I'm wondering if maybe I put the braid too far back. Nope, it's about right where it is. So see? We got the hair, we got some of the gray, and we got some hair back here. I think we're going to be adding some more hair. Not too sure how I feel about this. Like that. You can always layer on the hair. It's easy enough. Take a piece, run it through, and get your ribbon look to it, and then you can just add hair. I think I'm gonna do some of that. Definitely want to get this rolled up to make sure you got a nice even line where the white is for the hair. I want it to look. Okay. Might have to take a little black and put a thin line going around to show the difference between the hair and the octopus. Let me run it through the machine. I know it's hot. Okay. I'm going to make a snake. Just enough that we can go and make a line so it's not so raggedy looking. You don't really want it raggedy looking. It won't look nice. You know? I mean, she might be a sea witch. So it'll look nice. Okay. There we go. See, I made that line right there. It's giving it a more uniform look to it. Okay, and of course, because it's hot, I can mush it as I want. You can always add more clay. You can't necessarily take it off. Something to keep in mind. Okay. It's not a straight line, but it doesn't look like that. And that is what is important, is that it does not look like that. Okay. Okay, there we go. We move down the gray a bit. I'm going to give it some texture. I have one of my tools. It's the wire brush. I think that's going to help with texture on this. Remember, you still have to be able to drink out of it. And that's why we're not like going, you know, Albert Einsteining her hair. Because that's very important. We remember that. Okay. Piece of black that doesn't have anything on it. Great. Make a snake. And we're going to go like this. And make it even. I probably should have made the octopus legs a little lower, but that's for next time. If I were to do this again, it's something to keep in mind. It's warm in here. Oh my goodness. So warm. There we go. So warm that the white wants to melt on my finger. There we go. Make sure this gets pushed down. Okay. Now, see what I mean? It's not 100% straight, but that's okay. As long as it doesn't look ragged. That's what we don't want. That is not looking nice. Should push that down here. We have the crown, the hair, the tentacles. Now we get to smooth this out since it's on here. Make sure it's somewhat smooth. I'm gonna have to find a smoothing tool or something. If I even have something like that, just to get it smooth. Okay. It's pretty cool though. Looking good. Okay, now let's do the seashell. Use these colors for later, probably. Smush that all over here. This is Flotsam and Jetsam. We got the eye. And they have a bright yellow eye. And then we have the seashell. Let's take a look at Ursula the Sea Witch. There we go. Kind of look at images. I Google everything. Okay. Let me see her. It looks like a conch shell necklace. I should say shell necklace, but there it is. Okay. So it is a gold similar to the crown. We're going to make it. We're going to figure out where we're going to put it. I don't have a whole lot of room. I think we're going to mush these legs apart. We're going to put it right here in the middle. Okay. Man, this clay is having a problem. Okay. Make sure I'm not getting any other colors out of it. You know what? Let me wire brush this because now I'm starting to be bothered by this. Okay, wire brush. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. This is a simple wire brush. Do this. It's going to look like hair. It's supposed to be looking like hair. You don't have to use a wire brush. This is making it look like a little ragged hair. This may not be the best tool for this. It's a tool that I am using. There we go. I'm going to show you. I'll give you a close-up in just a second. Okay. Because now I can show you details. Okay. Hold on. Make the screen bigger. Okay, ready? Can you see it? No, maybe not because of the color. You can kind of see it on wire brush. Yeah, you can see right there in the gray. It makes it a little ragged looking, but her hair was kind of, it was silky looking, but she was in the water, so who knows the actual texture of her hair. You can see little problems down here. It's still not bad, though. We're still going good. Okay. So now that I moved over the legs a little bit, I moved them a little weird. So I'm going to fix that. I put a gap right here between these tentacles. This is where, right there, this is where the necklace is going to go. Make sure that everything is covered in black. So we're going to have a small necklace. But, you know, the necklace wasn't super big to begin with anyway. I wish I had, what's going on with this? There we go. So it is a thin to thick type of necklace. Okay. Take it. You roll it. This is actually pretty much tied to the tentacles. You roll it. It looks like that. But like that. No. Okay, this needs to roll out a little bit. Okay, a little bit more clay. You know what? I'm going to cheat. To really get the clay to be more, because of the heat, you put it through the 8. That way you see, now it's back to more malleable because you're causing friction. using friction to make it softer. Okay. Let's do this, and then we'll do thick like that. Get a little bit bigger. This might actually be too big, but whatever. We'll fix it, right? Right. So roll it. I need to do thinner right here. Okay, ready, and roll, and then squish like that. It's not that's closer, but we're still having, it's supposed to be like this, but we're not having that. Let's try this. I'm probably gonna put some gold on this too, to give it that look. Let's see if I can do it right there. Okay, there we go. Okay, cut that off. Oh, is it perfect? Yep. Okay. So it's supposed to look like this. Maybe. And then we're going to add some. No, you see, it's still. Maybe I just can't do it, you know? Very possible. So we're going to do the lines. I'm okay admitting that I can't do something. It's part of being an artist. Okay, you know what? Let me do this thinner then. Okay, and flatten out. Just like the tentacles. Take it, roll it. Okay. Roll, okay, and then like that. And then you flat like that. Look at that. You know, I'm actually not a big fan of this movie. I'm really not. And the more I do this, the less I like it. I'm just kidding. The movie's good, you know. It's classic Disney. A parent is dead. And then girl does whatever she wants. There we go. No, see, it's still smushing. I don't understand. Okay, let's see if I do it this way. Okay. I'm just gonna roll it. Ooh. There we go. See? Keep trying. You'll get better. Great. Now, since this is going to be 3D, we have to add the hole. Let's see if we can do this without ruining the thing that took me 7 tries to do. Who knew that I was going to take this part was going to be the longest? Right? Man, I still haven't gotten the flats on adjustment yet. There we go. Okay, I want to make sure that this is like that. Perfect. Make sure that we have some kind of indentation. Let's make it look more realistic. I mean, I could put a little bit of black in it to add shadow or even like dark brown, but I think I'm going to leave it just like this. I don't want to mess with it. And then, oops, we're going to add a line there, a line there, a line there. There we go. And we're going to go like that. That way we're going to have some detail, which is always good. Okay. There you go. I could technically cut it in half. I have a feeling this is going to need to get glued on, but look at that. Whole lot of black and purple. Okay, let me make sure this is smoothed out. I'm going to take pictures when we're done. Okay, looks like I always do. Wonderful. Okay, we got the necklace. We have that. Now, I'm going to do the mica powder, the absolute last part, because it's going to be a lot of cleaning and stuff. So let's take a look at Flotsam and Jetsam. These are Ursula's hench eels. And they are really neat. What are you doing? Oh, apparently, oh no, like that. There we go. This thing's being silly. What I'm trying to do is move stuff around so I can see everything. Oh, love a second monitor, right? Okay. Let's take a look at this. They're eels. Great. So let's go play with some eels. Let me make sure that our color is taken off. Handy dandy paper towel. We have 20 minutes. Let's see if we can get this done in 20 minutes, right? Cool. This is some sanitizer on a paper towel. Just to make sure everything's cleaned off. Make it easier for me. Okay, I'm going to drink some coffee because I am so tired. Okay. Flotsam and Jetsam. I'm not going to be able to do as much detail, I believe, as I want. Because of the heat. And I got to mix the clay up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do half and half. They're just heads with tails. That is an eel, folks. A head with a tail. And some fins. Okay. Like snakes. Like wide snakes. Like that. Maybe I need to find a better picture. I think I need to find a better picture. I like their voice too. I'm actually remembering what they sound like. Yep. So they have a sharp face. Sharp face, flat body. More around. They're very snake-like. So let me just make a snake and then flatten out the body. Oops, this is not supposed to do that. Okay. Snake with a flat body. Got it. Okay, so the camera is a little weird today. I have to move it a little bit differently. I may have jostled a bit during whatever it is I was doing. Okay, let's do. It'd be funny if I actually need more clay. Didn't think I would need that much. Okay. This is a mix of blue, green. I don't know what else. A whole bunch of different colors. Okay. Oh, it's like it almost has a mouth right there. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. And he has a flat, thick body. And then we're going to have to add the dorsal fin and the pectoral fin, I believe is what they're called. I'm not going to have a whole lot of eel. I have a lot of clay. My bad. They don't look like they have flippers either. So this is what they look like. Smooth it out. You won't see any lines. I'm gonna probably put it like probably have them just. I don't really know how I'm gonna do it. Maybe wrap it around like this, and then put the other one under here on the bottom. Pretty cool idea, right? They were very much a part of each other, so we have to figure out. Remember, we have the eyes to worry about too. Okay. Now, what we want to do, take some of the darker color. Get this. I want to put this on a 3. Oops, I don't think 3 is going to help. No, that's what we need. And it runs almost the entire top and bottom. So let me go like this. Because we need to make it long. And this right here can be okay to be ragged because it's supposed to be hair. You can go like that, cut it in half. And there we go, top and bottom. Which means I definitely don't have enough. Well, it's okay. By the way, to keep trying, you'll get better is Daniel Tiger, in case you guys were curious. There we go. Okay, let me stand him up. Let's get. We have it start right back here. There we go. One eel. Why is my phone vibrating? I don't want to talk about it. Okay. And let's do the bottom. We're actually going to make this a little smaller. Let me see if I can get a better picture of them. Oh man, someone did a realistic version of these guys and it is gross. Maybe, what the heck? They don't have much on the bottom, they just have it. Why don't they have a good picture? That's weird. It's supposed to be, I guess it's only for, okay, so it goes here, then it only wraps around for a little bit. So we can actually go like that. And then we can cut it. It's only for a little bit, so we can just do just this bit. There we go. You can always add the texture. That's very important to remember. That it may not be 100% what you want. You can always add the texture. This is probably too high, but look at that. It's an eel. Let me do, so this is a regular brush, right? You can do it. Oh. Apparently had clay on it. Whatever. It's fine. going to give us some of that texture. And then I'm probably just going to use a knife. And I'm going to cut it. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, great. One eel. I think we're going to have it wrap around like this. Then have the other one come around and wrap around and look up the other way. But you want them to have their faces together. So we're going to probably go like this. And the other one's going to wrap around. It's going to look at you, I guess. Yeah, and then have the other one wrap around. And they're going to have where the eyes are. They have the two eyes that match. It's kind of crazy like that. I'm going to show you in just a second. Okay. And they have an overbite. So you want to take off some of that. Exactly. I could just go like that. There we go. And then where do we get points here? Make this dude points here, but we're going to take off some of the top lip. Okay, and then make it pointier like that. There we go. Awesome. I'm going to get this guy wrapped around, and then we make another one. Okay. Make sure we make the face again. And we're going to stretch him out. And mush it again. This clay is mixed with the not so nice clay because I'm trying to use all my clay, you know, not just leave some of it behind. Okay. Let's see what about that big. Okay. One like that. See if I can get, no, just mush it. No, it's not going to work. Okay. I'm going to make sure that the head is rounded like that. Yep, just like that. So there's no lines. We're going to flatten it out. There are eels. Okay. Make sure they're both about the same size. It's very important. They are supposed to be identical. There we go. And there we go. Look at that. Nice. So let me get rid of some of this back here. Oops, that might be too much. Okay. We're going to do this. Adding on the top fin. There we go. And we're going to try to curve this around, but it doesn't want to, which is fine. Make this smaller like that. And we're going to put this right here. Just so it is curved the way it is supposed to. Okay. And then we are going to do the same brush. I understand why there's hair on here. My hair gets everywhere. It's weird. Pretty sure I never used it to brush my hair, but you never know with me. No, I'm positive I didn't. My hair literally just goes everywhere. There it goes right there. Okay. Okay, make some. Okay, smooth it out. Oops. Then we are going to flatten it on. Make sure this part goes on. We got 8 minutes to do this. We got this, right? Right. I'm probably not going to have photos up till tomorrow. I do have something to do right after the video. So I apologize. I will definitely get the pictures up as soon as possible. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and oops. This is a very sharp X-Acto knife, so we have to be careful that we're not getting hurt. Okay, wonderful. And then, remember, we're going to cut the mouth. Flatten it out. There we go. Looks like it has a hot touch on those. Okay, technically, I could add the teeth to it, but I wouldn't be able to keep it well. Let's get the yellow for the eye. Remember, the eyes are on opposite. That's why you want to have them together. That's too big. When you do it. Okay. We're going to get a little white for the other eye, and then we're going to use a little black. Okay. They're about the same size. Okay. Ready? Ready. So this dude is going to go right here. Let's try now. The way they do it is they just sit like that. And then this guy is going to go right here. Just like that next to, I think it's his brother. I mean, they might be girls for all I know. If you want to have them, you can probably go like that and cheat. There's just a little bit more wiggle room. You still want to be able to use the mug. See, that's the thing. When it comes to doing this, you want to make sure they can still use the mug. So maybe what we need to do is instead of having them go like that, everything's staying on, you can have them sit up like this. Like that would be okay. If we have them sit just like this. And then we can wrap it around. We can actually wrap them around. We can actually make this really easy. How did they do it? Because I have a picture of them wrapping around each other. Okay, let me look for it. They are like this, and then just their tails are wrapped around. One is wrapped around the other. Let's try that. Maybe. There we go, like that. Have them sit like that. And they are wrapped around like that. Technically, you can still hold your mug. You don't have to worry about this. It's just fine. They're going to sit here and look at you. What's all over your face?
Oats.
Oats. Okay, so my child just came in. He's not feeling well still, so he's still very much, I need mommy all the time. Okay, so here we go. You can still pick up your mug. So this is still 100%, well, 95% usable. Let's do it that way. Looks pretty cool. Okay, so big thing is we have to do the eyes. Make it a little black. I have some mush black right here. Oh, we got 3 minutes. I do have to do the mica powder. That I have a feeling we're not going to get on camera, but it's just a little bit of mica powder. Or I could just leave it as is, you know, that also works. I mean, I can go crazy and I could take a little bit of suede and turn it into a necklace. There's always that. Okay, here we go. I have to give them a more devious look. Let's gotta figure out how to do that. Oh my goodness, there's not a lot of eyeball. You know what? I don't think this is that bad for never doing this. You know what I mean? Not bad. Okay. So the pieces are so small. I have to attach them with something else. There we go. Okay. And then one more. And then we will be done with the video. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be putting the gold on it. I think what we have, it looks like sand. So I think it's a little bit more appropriate for a mermaid thing. You know what I mean? That, and I'm really lazy and I don't want to. I'm just kidding. I will. Just my child's in my craft room playing with stuff he's not supposed to. Oh, he's driving me nuts today. We did homework and I know he can do it, so he decided that he didn't want to. And it's like, and I understand parents being like, you're wasting your potential. And I know he's only 4. But listen, you gotta start sometime, right? There we go. Wow, we got some crazy-eyed flat. Oh, fantastic. Great. Mug is done, minus the mica powder that I'm going to be doing off camera. But here we go. You ready? This is the Ursula Little Mermaid inspired mug. I think it looks pretty neat. This is over 2.5 hours of work. We got flotsam and jetsam curling around, the crown, and then of course we have that, which I'm going to be putting mica powder on. So thank you very much for joining me for this edition of Clay on a Mug, inspired by Ursula, part 2. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next Saturday when I do an octopus on a mug. I'm not done with the tentacles yet. So I'm going to be doing a regular octopus on a mug. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that just yet. But, you know, I'm just going to figure it out as I go along. Although, honestly, I'm a little tired of making these suckers. So we'll see what's going to happen. Let's see. Make sure we're still pretty even. Wonderful. So thank you for joining me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I look forward to sharing with you the things that I will be making throughout the week. I am still doing foil, which is so much fun. So until then, as always, I look forward to creating with you. This is Terry with Clearly Homemade. And as soon as I find the button, there we go. Okay, thank you and have a great day.